We live in an age of, as Naomi Klein put it, disaster capitalism, where bad actors use terrible crises like this one that we're currently experiencing to push forward their extreme far-right agenda, usually an agenda that enriches themselves, but it doesn't have to be. In this case with Donald Trump, it can just be xenophobic and bigoted in a way for him to scapegoat international people, people outside of the United States, to win re-election. So last night, Donald Trump tweeted, "In light of the attack from the invisible enemy, as well as the need to protect the jobs of our great American citizens, I will be signing an executive order to temporarily suspend immigration into the United States." He capitalizes random words, and it is bizarre, but that is really him in a nutshell. So he had already been stopping visas during this global pandemic, stopping asylum applications, or at least slowing visas. So this is nothing new, but it's a way for him to scapegoat and say, oh, it's the people from different countries, etc., when the virus is already here because of his own incompetence, because of his own stubborn refusal in the early months of this year to acknowledge this as a crisis and actually prepare state governments, local governments, the federal government for the kind of response that would be necessary to combat the coronavirus and how it's ravaged our economy and, more importantly, killed so many people and will continue to kill more. So he's using this global pandemic to push what he already wanted, right? If the virus is already here, stopping travel, while it may have some effect, is not going to have the necessary effects to actually slow the virus significantly. You know, that's long gone. If he wanted to do this before, yeah, it would still be xenophobic because he already wanted to do this before the coronavirus, but it would have some greater effect in protecting American lives. You could make some sort of nationalist argument in that way, even though, again, the racism and xenophobia would still remain because he was trying to do this well before coronavirus came on the scene. But this time, the virus is here. It's worse than in many other nations that are less developed than the United States, less wealthy than the United States, and that's directly because of his lack of leadership. So the New York Times writes, "A formal order temporarily barring the provision of new green cards and work visas could come as early as the next few days, according to several people familiar with the plan. Under such an executive order, the Trump administration would no longer approve any applications from foreigners to live and work in the United States for an undetermined period of time, effectively shutting down the legal immigration system in the same way the president has long advocated closing the borders to illegal immigration. It was not immediately clear what legal basis Mr. Trump would claim to justify shutting down most immigration. There is no legal basis. This is, again, just the natural end result of what he initially wanted, and he is using the coronavirus pandemic to just reach that end goal. The number of visas issued to foreigners abroad looking to immigrate to the United States has declined by about 25%. From 2016 to 2019 in terms of fiscal years. So, I think I kind of said it all there. This is not only xenophobic, as I keep mentioning, and is going to just increase the ire and the racism that Asian Americans have faced because you're saying it's all them, China, China, China. That's basically what he's dog whistling. But again, it's too little too late, dude. If you wanted to prepare people, ventilators, stockpile ventilators, medical supplies, get more hospital beds months ago, and also do this, okay, you could have a claim. But again, the virus is here. We all know because we are all under quarantine in our homes. Every American realizes this, although Georgia, other states are about to kickstart their economy again, manslaughter, whatever. We all know this. So why would banning other people coming into a hotbed of coronavirus, which is now the United States, why would that affect anything? It might protect them. It might protect people who want to move here, who want to immigrate here. So we are actually the ones that we need to be worried about. But that's not what this is about. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't have to make sense. It's about furthering his far-right nationalist agenda, which he always wanted to do, before coronavirus and after coronavirus, scapegoating immigrants to make sure that his base gets riled up, he cements his power, and also the added bonus of just hating people that don't look like him or act like him. Thank God they don't act like him, because he is weird as hell.